Hollywood Hist O'rama. From out of the past, the story of Janet Gaynor, recipient of the screen's first Academy Award as the Best Actress. Though wide-eyed and seemingly curious, little 4.5-month-old Laura Gaynor had no way of knowing that history was preparing a pedestal of fame which was to bear her name. But as the years unfolded the many ages of reason, Laura developed a sense that bordered on the belief of predestination. Her conviction that riches and fame had been decreed and were waiting for her went beyond a little girl's dream. And at every opportunity, she influenced an adoring stepfather that the promised land for her and the entire struggling Gaynor family lay within the city limits of Hollywood. And she was right. For 1 week after the family had moved to Los Angeles, she landed a job as an extra, the first step in her climb toward the cherished pedestal. Forcing the wheel of fortune to spin at high speeds, this 5-foot bundle of energy, now known as Janet Gaynor, confronted Irving Cummings, the noted director, on the set one day. The interview was short, and so was the screen test, which won his favor and the second lead for her in the Johnstown Flood. From that moment on, Janet Gaynor was to become one of Fox's greatest stars. Janet began filming the vehicle that was to establish the Hollywood precedent of honoring the Best Actress of the Year. Seventh Heaven was launched, and with it, the romantic team of Janet Gaynor and Charles Farrell was born. Though the coveted first Oscar ever presented an actress was basically for her efforts in Seventh Heaven, the award was doubly unique in that performances in Street Angel and Sunrise, which followed, and again co-starred Farrell, influenced the judging, and all three performances were openly acknowledged at the presentation of the award. In her first talking, Janet was minus her fans' favorite leading man, as Four Devil introduced her to sound. However, in response to audience demand, Farrell appeared in Lucky Star, which was followed by their teaming together for another screen first, Sunny Side Up, the first musical written especially for pictures. In it, Janet introduced such nostalgic song favorites as I'm a Dreamer, Aren't We All, If I Had a Talking Picture of You, and Keep Your Sunny Side Up. With Merrily Marianne, Delicious, The First Year, Tess of the Storm Country, and Change of Heart, the Janet Gaynor-Charles Farrell successes finally came to an end when Fox Studios merged with 20th Century, and the new management felt it was time for a complete overhaul. Many contracts were not renewed, including one belonging to this 5-foot Cinderella, who was quickly signed to star opposite Robert Taylor in MGM's Small Town Girl. As a free agent, Janet's second greatest moment was about to take place as David O. Selznick starred her as the North Dakota farm girl whom Frederick March was to elevate to stardom in A Star is Born. Fittingly, this was the finest performance of Janet's career, and the picture by today's standards is still considered Hollywood's best film about Hollywood. Returning to MGM, she met and married Adrian, the noted dress designer. And following The Young at Heart, which co-starred Douglas Fairbanks Jr. and a youngster named Richard Carlson, Janet Gaynor, the screen Cinderella, retired to begin a new career as a wife. A star on the Walk of Fame and her footsteps in the cement of immortality serve as tributes to Janet Gaynor, the little girl who pursued the forces of premonition to the very heights of motion picture history and fame.